guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weigh-in video. We're going to talk today about how my weigh-in went. This would have been in the first one of the new year, and actually since I weigh in on Wednesdays, this was actually on January 3rd that I did weigh in. So I was actually really shocked by the number that I saw because I did pretty good around Christmas, but I felt like this last week leading up to the new year, I did a lot worse. It wasn't like food wise as much as it was, I just did zero. I did nothing really around my house. I had all these plans to get my Christmas decorations put up. I only got that about halfway done. What else? Oh, and I did no activity. I really did not eat like 3 meals a day where I was getting enough protein in. Those are the kind of things that I wasn't doing. I was probably eating more comfort type foods. I would say like I did back off on the sugar a little bit because sugar is like the thing that always gets me. Here's the thing, I feel like it's really interesting with the way my body works. I feel like when I indulge on things that are super sugary, that's when I see a lot of the gains and a lot of just really negative effects like on like how I feel. When I indulge on things, say like if we decide to get pizza for dinner or something like that, or we decide to go out to dinner and have a burger or something like that, you know, so like more like those comfort foods, like, you know, carby type stuff, my body doesn't react to those as negatively. Like I feel like I don't see a lot of gains during that time and I don't feel as bad. So it's definitely, I'm noticing like it's definitely the sugar that I have to be really careful of because I have seen that pattern. So I think that's probably why I saw the number I did on the scale, because I it wasn't like I really had backed off the sugar quite a bit. Like once Christmas was over and we were done eating all the goodies and done with all that stuff, the stuff was out of the house. And I didn't, you know, there was no need to bring any more in. So I feel like I did really good with that. Also, I just was in a better like headspace. And for me, definitely my body reacts very, very, very negatively to stress and to negative thinking. And so I do notice, and I think it's just those hormones that raise whenever you're stressed out, that cortisol hormone and just in general. And so now that we've gotten kind of over that hump with my husband being on unemployment when he was laid off, now he's back to work again. And he really was we only had to collect unemployment for all of November and then all of December, and that was it. So just 2 months. So now I'm feeling, you know, so I think I was just more relaxed, and so I think that also contributed to it. Also, I was my time of the month like started like midweek last week, like right after my weigh-in last week, and then I was just coming off of that as well. So I think a lot of things contributed to it, but I really feel like it was the positive mindset the most because I had this plan. So I had these goals. So I filmed a video where I talked about my January goals. That video went up like Monday or Tuesday, I believe. It was along with a what I eat in a day video. So I talked about my January goals, and I think because I had these goals, and I am not being, one thing I talked about in that video is I'm not being super strict on myself on these goals because it's January, y'all. And if you have been off your game for a while, don't stress yourself out by you know, say I'm gonna hit one of these goals every single day. Don't stress yourself out like that. Like I said in that video, I am starting a reward system with myself, but I haven't even came up with the rewards because I know I'm not gonna hit it in January. My rewards will be, for me, is that I am hitting, you know, a X amount of my goals each month. And I didn't do it for January because for January, I just wanted to make sure that I just got through the month and I just got used to being in a regular rhythm again, gotten used to having a challenge again. So, because in November I did it and I did really good. And then in December it was just the maintain, not gain. So now we're back to, okay, I have these actual daily goals that I want to hit. So one of the things that I'm doing is if I hit them, all my goals each day, I have these X's. So hopefully by the end of the month, when I do a monthly wrap up, we see a lot of those, we see a lot of those X's X'd off. Down here are just the goals kind of spelled out. And then each day I just check off next to them what I did complete. So for purposes of this video, because I weigh in on Wednesdays, we're only going to look at these first like 3 days here, because those are really the only days that went into this week's weigh-in. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I did not hit all 4 of my goals each day, which my goals are getting my water goal in, closing up my rings on my Apple Watch, getting my protein goal in, and getting my activity goal in. And on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I did 2 of those 4 things each day, and that was my water and my protein. But that's okay, because we have 31 days in this month to create these healthy habits. So anyway, and with the closing the rings and the activity, my goal is to do 20 days out of the 31 days in January. So my goal is to have those 20 days done. And so I'm kind of marking up here, like how many, I'm kind of just doing a tally mark up here, just showing how many days in the month that I've done. So I don't have to go back and count them again. So I will want to hit my 20, and then if I do, then I've hit my January goal for that. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I got this calendar from Lauren over at Louise Lane. I'm not sure if her store is open right now. I know I think she had closed it around the holidays, but she does have a YouTube channel, and I just ordered those calendars from her channel, from her website. So how did we do this week? I actually lost 2.6 pounds. Very excited, very motivating, definitely going into the new year. I'm feeling really good about this week already, because sneak peek, I mean, you see, I am just like dropping things all over. I always keep little notes in the back here and on the, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm already doing really good this week. And so it really helped to step on that scale and see some progress. And we're getting in a rhythm right now with my husband's new work schedule. So he's working 4 days a week, 10-hour days, from 6:30 in the morning to 5 at night. Last night he had to work over, so there will be sometimes he has to work overtime. And he works Wednesday through Saturday, so that'll be a little bit of adjustment, him working on Saturdays, but we will definitely get through it. I just plan on using those Saturdays to get stuff done, and where typically when he's home on the weekends, I feel like, you know, kind of like pulled from like, okay, I need to work on this stuff, to like, let's spend time together because we've been working all week. But now I can use those Saturdays to just really dedicate to getting, you know, because one of the things you guys know, one of my goals is getting my home back in order and just staying on track with my cleaning routine, so I'm not having to do so much like on the weekends. I'm doing it throughout the week. But anyway, so yes, feeling really good about this week's weigh-in, 2.6 pounds down. And yeah, I don't ever set myself a number goal for the year. I used to, but it got to be, again, super stressful for me. So I'm just trying to hit these goals. And there may be some months, part of my calendar for months, we'll just see how it goes, you know, over these next couple of months. I may say, okay, I want to lose 5 pounds this month. 5 pounds may not sound like a lot to some people, but you know what? I'm not a young spring chicken anymore, and sometimes it just takes longer for my body to lose, and things happen and whatnot. So I may do that just as a monthly challenge one of these times. So we'll see, because we have a lot of months in the year that we can do challenges, and you're going to see a lot of repeat on my challenges as well, because it is important that I want to hit these goals, and having it as a goal for me and a challenge for me and a check mark for me does make it easy. So you're going to see some of the things that are repeating, but it's whatever works for you. So it's not about being, you know, creative and all that. It's just about doing what's going to help you reach your goals. So hope you guys are having a great week. Let me know down in the comment section, did you guys already weigh in this week? How did it go? How are your goals for January? how are things going? I want to hear all about how your new year was. If you're feeling, kind of stressed, if you're feeling refreshed, because some people really feel refreshed for a new year. That's how I feel. So hopefully you guys are all feeling really great, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.